Now then, viewers, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I hope I find you all well. It has been a very, very, very long time since I've done a video on this channel, and I can only apologise for that. On the beta, we tried doing a Dorman save. But long story short, wasn't that into it. I didn't have enough time. We were trying to stream regularly over on the Twitch channel, which we've been doing, by the way, recently. If those of you that haven't checked out the Twitch channel, there will be a link at the top of the description. Make sure to go drop us a follow. We are live every single day playing this save. But what this series is essentially going to be a review, a season by season review of what we've been doing on the Twitch save, and we are doing a glory hunt now. You see me here on my manager screen. There we go. And we started off with Barcelona. We put it on Twitter. We put a poll on Twitter. Again, that link will be in the description as well. To where we were going to start. And Twitter decided we would start off with Barcelona. So as I said, we started off with Barcelona. Twitter decided Barcelona, and we were inheriting one of the most interesting clubs in the world, IRL, with all the situations going on IRL with the financial stuff, with the rebuilding work going on. Obviously, just losing Lionel Messi. Barcelona was a rebuild. And of course, with Barcelona, we know how good the youngsters that come through are, with players like Ansu Fati, Pedri. You've got players like Gavi as well as centre-half, who's someone that we fell in love with, myself and the Twitch, I fell in love with in Araujo. It was still a very difficult save to do. So in Season 1, there was no real messing about from us, if I'm being brutally honest. It was really a case of we were trying to get rid of as much wage as possible. Get rid of some of these hilarious contracts that are on the books at Barcelona. Players like Gerard Piqué, players like Clement Lenglet, players like Braithwaite, Ricky Puig, I don't know how to say his name, Ricky Puig as well, Neto. It was essentially a clear house season 1. And as you can see, we only signed a couple of players. Frank Kessie's was not 54 million up front. There was a lot of it installments. And that was for an expiring player who turned out to be a really, really good asset for us moving forward. And of course, in January, we made a few signings. We signed Mbappe on the free who came in. Emre Demir was a player that was signing already. And Marcos Llorente was a summer transfer who, again, was heavily installmented. You see a lot of the transfers we made, they were not 54 million up front. It was not 88 million up front. It was like 20 and 30 over time, or 40 with 40 over time. So we had to keep balancing the books slightly. And the finances at Barcelona were still pretty good. The first season, they were awful. But a lot of the debt gets covered in the first season. So we're able to build it up over a course of time. Obviously, we've moved on from Barcelona now. If you check in the top right, we are 3 years in the future. I'm going back in time with this review, which is kind of a test. I don't know how I'm going to do this. We might do it season upon season. But right now, we're going back in time. But the finances have been fine throughout. We got the debt from 1.1 billion, which it started down to 500 million. And then with the transfers we were making to push to win the stuff that we needed to win in Spain, it went up and up and up and up. But there's been so many good stories, so many good things come out of this Barcelona save. In Season 1 with Barcelona, if we go to the schedule, we'll go over to the schedule. Season 1 was a weird one. We were playing a different system to what we played towards the end, and it was essentially to try and get Champions League, because I weren't happy with the team. It wasn't a team that I was enjoying playing with, and I wanted the summer to get a rebuild out of the way, scrap the entire team and go afresh. So if I just go on to the view of the match, you can see the system we were playing. It was just a 4-3-3 with a DM. We had Frankie de Jong in the DM, Kessie, Pedri, Fati, Ferran Torres and Depay up front. Your bog standard FM22 4-3-3. And it was okay. We had a big project with what we wanted to do, with what system we wanted to play. And that time was coming, and you will see the system in a moment. But in Season 1, we ended in 3rd. Real Madrid ended in 2nd, and Valencia won the league. Valencia were unreal that season, working on a significantly worse wage budget, and still managed to win the league. It was quite impressive. In the Spanish Cup, we were the shock upset. We lost the 2nd division side, Malaga. It weren't a great showing for us in the Spanish Cup. It weren't good. We move on. We don't talk about it. However, good news, because we win the very first trophy of the Glory Hunter was a Europa League, like in real life. We got knocked out the groups. Barcelona bowed out the groups, finished 3rd, and went into Europa League. And we beat Atalanta in extra time to secure the very first trophy of the Pentagons. Glory Hunter. It was good. We had a great time. Great time. Get one European trophy out of the way. On to the next one. On to Season 2. So in Season 2, we cleared house in terms of transfers. We got rid of so many players. It was hilarious. Frankie de Jong being the big one, being the big elephant in the room, which we got rid of in January. Frankie de Jong, an unbelievable centre mid in FM this year. Someone who really, really fit our system superbly well. We let him go for £165 million. And that, my friends, is just a sum that you do not turn down. £165 million. And he made £100 million on him. But we also tried to get rid of a lot of the wages as well. A player like Ousmane Dembele, who took a wage cut to stay with us. Down to 150k a week. We sold for 50 million. Who, when you look at Ousmane Dembele, other than the pace, I'm not a fan. I'm not sold by Dembele. He isn't a bad winger, but he's injury prone. His mentals just aren't for me, IMO. And it was a good player to get rid of. Likewise, Pjanic, a player that's loaned out Season 1. Just not someone that we want to keep around. A lot of wages. Likewise, Busquets, a club legend, Busquets. Likewise, Coutinho. We managed to get rid of Coutinho's massive wage to Newcastle. Antoine Griezmann's huge wage to United. Trincão's 150 grand a week. He went to Real Hispalis, aka Real Betis. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang we got rid of to Mexico. So it was millions and millions and millions a week we saved on wages. And we went huge. So in the summer we signed a centre-back, which was one of the weakest areas where you have players like Araujo and Eric Diaz. I wanted someone to come next to Araujo and be the main man with him. A big presence at the back, and a player that I've used for many years of Football Manager, Merih Demiral, is a monster. A very good centre-half. A bit of a unit. Bit of a presence at the back, standing at 6'4", 16 jumper reach, 17 strength. He ain't getting beaten in the air, but it's the mentals that I am in love with. The top three: aggression, anticipation, bravery, 19, 17 and 18 respectively. Some insane mentals. Going along with his technicals as well. He is a monster at the back and was a monster for the save. And next up was a player called Nicolo Ravella, who if you've used on FM before, you will know that this guy is a monster. One of my favourite players to use on Football Manager this year. He is an absolute beast. Didn't play that many games, but when he did play, it was so easy to see his class. And someone that I was sad to leave, really. When we left Barcelona, he was someone that I was a little bit gutted that we had to leave behind. We tried to bring him with us to our new club. However, Chelsea snapped him up for £60 million. So it was a little bit difficult, a little bit of a situation where I didn't want to pay that. We didn't have £60 million to spend. So he went. He just went to Chelsea, and I'm buzzing for him because he's walked into that first team and he's actually doing all right. Now the big signing is a Mr. Joshua Kimmich, who we signed in January to replace Frankie de Jong. And in mind, we had a system. We had a system that we had in mind, a tactic that, like I said, the Twitch chat have fallen in love with. The link's at the top of the description. Go drop us a follow. Go say hello to us over there. He fits what we wanted to do really well. We're playing a strikerless. A little spoiler. We started a strikerless tactic, which dominated Spain, which everyone was in love with, and I'm a big fan of it. But Joshua Kimmich fit that really well, because if we put him as the centre mid on attack, he has the engine, which I like, the bottom three attributes: teamwork, vision, work rate, as well as stamina. He's got 20-20 work rate and stamina. He's a workhorse. I'm a big fan. His mentals are superb. He's someone that I am in love with in Football Manager. He's just a me player. So we all have those players that, no matter how we play Football Manager, we look at and go, I love him. They're someone for me. And he really is a player that I'm in love with. Now, in terms of the January signings, we signed Lewandowski, who's going to join us at the end of the season. I don't need to go through Lewandowski. We all know how good Lewandowski is. Mark Matos, who's like a regen that we just signed on a tribunal deal, 850k we had to pay for him in the end. And Nicola Barella, who was someone that we were trying to sign as well with the Frankie de Jong money. By the way, chat, 150 million. Again, it isn't 150 million up front. It's over the never ever. And Nicola Barella, again, very similar to Kimmich in the 20 work rate, 20 stamina. There is a theme here. 20 work rate, high stamina, very good mentals, can run for days. There is a theme. Now, in terms of the league campaign, much better. very, very good in terms of the league campaign. We had a great time compared to season 1. I don't want to say it's because of a tactic, but there was a tactic that we started to play, and it went really bloody well. As you can see, the state of the green. So many wins. We dominated Spain. The signings that we made were really, really key to this. As you can see, Ravella and Mbappe. Mbappe was unreal. A free agent signing that we got in season 1. He was just insane for our entire time there. He was nuts. These 2 seasons that we had him, 49 goals in the first, 36 goals in the second, and he wasn't playing up front in the second. He was out on the left as a Ramdeuter, and he was fucking insane. In the Champions League, unfortunately for us, it wasn't to be. In season 2, in gutting fashion, we lost the Champions League final to Man City, which was a blessing in disguise, really, because I didn't want to complete all the European domestic competitions within the first season or within the first club. So the fact that we still have to win the Champions League is something that I'm pretty happy about. I'm happy that we didn't get everything out of the way with Barcelona, because I feel like I want that end goal. I want the Champions League to be the last dance, the last stand, and it just wasn't meant to be. We won the league. We got knocked out of the cup as well. We lost to the bitter rivals in Real Madrid in extra time. And again, it is what it is. It wasn't meant to be season 2. But season 3 is when the all-star team assembled. So here we are then in season 3, our last season with Barcelona. And my God, was it a fun one. My God, was it a fun one. As you can see, I'll keep it in the order it is because these 5 sales were not us. The bottom 3 left on the 3, but the bottom 3 sales were not us. But Depay went. A player that wasn't going to fit the system, was moaning, wanted a new contract, wanted like 300k a week. I wasn't going to give him that. Titi is someone that we just couldn't get rid of, as bad as that sounds. Nico, a player that is a very good youngster in Football Manager, but we never played him. We hardly played Nico, and we managed to get 30 million for a player that really just didn't play. Like we see here, was knocking about the first and second, and knocking about the B team for the most part, and then went to Villarreal. They signed him for 30 million pounds. So again, can't complain with the money that we got from him there. Frank Kessie, a big sale in January, £90 million for Frank Kessie. A good investment from us for signing for, what was it? Something rising to 80. We signed for £54 million in total. £54 million, making £30 million profit on the midfielder that was very, very good for us before we sold him. Was insane. A good box-to-box midfielder. Someone that did fit the system. But again, £90 million for a player that was easily replaceable was just something that I couldn't really turn down. Serginho Dest, £30 million. We sold him to fund a move for one of the boys you'll see on the left-hand side. And let's get into him, starting from the top. So I wanted versatility defensively, and signing someone like Devin Wrench made perfect sense. He could play either fullback, he could play centre-back, he could play in the midfield, he could play in the DM. And was someone that done a really good job as being that versatile player, being that bit part player that could just jump in wherever we needed him to. As you can see, the first season we got him dropped to 7.13, 2 assists. It wasn't bad, wasn't awful. Started 24 games. He was a really good player for us, and I'm happy that we managed to get him. One of our misses, this is probably the biggest miss that we made, was Wazza. He is a... we can remove the nickname. He is a player that came into the database within the January update. I'd never heard of him before we scouted him, but he is a fantastic winger. But for us, never really did well when we started him. We started him in the league, came off the bench. He didn't really do much, but under the new manager at Barcelona, he is doing bits, and fair play to him. But the Frank Kessie replacement was Trent Alexander-Arnold, and again, you'll see the pattern with the 3 midfielders. Good teamwork, good vision, good work rate, and a decent enough stamina. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Barella, and Kimmich would then go and form the nuttiest midfield, the nuttiest attack as well, by the way. The nuttiest attack that we had. It was hilarious. We all know Trent. We all know how good Trent is in Football Manager. An unbelievable central midfielder. He is not, for me, he's not a right back. He is an unreal central midfielder. And my God, was he worth every penny. And with the system that we play as well, we played a DM. We were mixing about with a defensive midfielder and a deep line playmaker. And the person that fit the bill, we needed to spend the money because we knew if we won the cup, we were leaving at the end of the summer. So we wanted to spend every penny that we got. And we brought in Rodri, a Spanish central defensive midfielder. We all know him from Man City. And as a DM, it's hard to deny he's a really good player. He was a really good signing as well. Really did shore up the midfield, letting the front three midfielders go out and just attack. And he was a really good asset to bring in January. So in our last season in Spain, with a strikerless tactic, we scored 136 goals. 136 goals with a strikerless tactic. Yes, I know, that is insane. 2 draws, 2 losses, and we beat Real Madrid twice. So what more do you want, chat? What more do you want? But yes, we did it with a strikerless system. One of the funniest systems I've used in FM to watch visually in the engine. It is hilarious to watch. But it's just, I've got no words for the tactic. Editor Matty, cut that out. Cut that out. We're not showing you guys the tactic and the instructions because it will give away the new team. And if you guys have not been on the Twitch channel and you would like to see who that new team is, like I said, link in the top of the description. Come drop us a follow. We are live, like I said, every single day playing this Glory Hunter. And as a community, we're having a great time. We're enjoying it. But we completed Spain. In 3 years, we completed Spain. Thank you to everyone that dropped the follow on the Twitch channel as well during our time in Barcelona. It's been the best month for the Twitch channel ever. 500 follows in a month. It's been unbelievable. And all I can say is thank you to everyone that has supported. Thank you to everyone that has jumped in and chilled on me while we've been grinding through this. But Spain has been and was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We built an absolute god squad. As you can see, this is the players they're using now, but this is essentially the team that we built. Oh, I miss it. Part of me really misses this team, but that is the sad reality of a Glory Hunter, unfortunately, that you always need to move on. There's always a job that needs to be done. There's always a country that we need to go and conquer. But that has been the review of Spain. That has been the review of our first country that we completed in Glory Hunter. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things here. But these videos will not be every single day. These videos are going to come up at the end of a country, at the end of our next mission, at the end of our next job. And I appreciate you guys that taking the time to watch this video. If you have, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to drop the socials a follow. They're all going to be in the description below. And go check out the Twitch channel. The Twitch channel is where we are streaming this and where we are playing this live. We got 3,500 people over there that have dropped that a follow. And a lot of them are enjoying it, as I can tell, but I am enjoying it as well. But I thank you very much for watching this video, chat. I keep saying chat, damn it. Thank you very much for watching this video, viewers. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Like I said, like, subscribe, all that good jazz. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.